my dear friends of my Bengali blog. I hope you are all doing well. Alhamdulillah, I am also doing well. Today, I have come again with a new post. I hope you will like it. This incident happened a long time ago, when I think I was in class 5. It is a spooky experience, and it took place at night. If you feel scared while reading this story, then it's not my fault. Read at your own risk. We have 2 ponds at our house, which were leased at that time. A lot of fish were cultivated there, and fish fry had been released into the water. It had been lightly raining during that period. Since our ponds were beside farmland, there was a method to bring local fish into the ponds. In rural areas, the edges of ponds are cut in a way that when the water level rises, excess water flows into the fields. As the water flows, fish from the fields start moving into the ponds. This is how local fish are brought into ponds. However, any kind of fish from the fields can enter. This was the method we used to collect fish, while also draining excess water. There was farmland on the south side of the pond. Between the pond and the land, there was about 10-12 feet of space. Even during the daytime, the place felt a bit dark and eerie. This was because there was a bamboo grove beside the land, and to the east of it, there was a graveyard. In between stood a large tamarind tree. Because of all this, the place naturally felt quite scary, especially at night. Even the southern breeze felt heavy there. A long drain-like channel had been cut between the pond and the land to let water out and allow fish to enter the pond. There was also a way to block the path on the pond's side. Anyway, in the evening, my father and one of my uncles had gone to open the water path so that excess water could flow out, as it had rained that day. Around 11 p.m., my father was going alone to close the water path. I told him that I wanted to go with him. Since he sometimes brought fish from there in the evening, I thought I would see how he caught them. So I went with my father. First, near the steps of the pond, I saw some small shrimp sitting by the side. Carefully, I caught a few with my hands. My father told me to release them, so I did. Then I stood holding the light while he worked. Suddenly, I saw a fish coming from the field towards the pond. I told my father that I wanted to catch it, and he allowed me. When it came close to the pond and got stuck in the net, I caught it. I held it in my hand for about 2 minutes, standing quite far from the water so it wouldn't slip back in. My father was holding the light. Suddenly, the fish slipped from my hand and fell to the ground, but not into the water. It fell exactly where the light was shining. Yet after that, it completely disappeared. I became a bit frightened and started searching everywhere. My father seemed to understand something. At that moment, a strong wind suddenly began to blow, but only the bamboo grove was moving, nothing else. Seeing this, my father grabbed my hand and started walking straight back without saying anything. I kept asking him why we were leaving. We hadn't found the fish. But he said nothing. Only after reaching home did he say that the fish had gone back into the water. From that moment, I always felt something was strange. Why did my father react that way? I was also a bit scared thinking about the situation. Sometimes I felt that maybe it wasn't really a fish. There had been many such incidents with my father as well, but he never told me immediately. Even after coming home, when I asked him again, he insisted that it had gone back into the water. But the truth is, we had searched a lot, That night, when it was time to sleep, even though my younger brother and I usually slept separately, I slept with my parents. My father himself told us to sleep together, as he seemed a bit scared too. A few days later, when my younger aunt visited, she started talking about similar incidents. Then I realized that what I had held in my hand might not have been a fish. Thinking about it made my body shiver. My father later admitted that what I had caught that night was not a fish, which is why it disappeared after falling. I don't know how true it really was, but I still remember that night often. I never dared to go there at night again. In my opinion, such incidents happen more frequently in rural areas. I have also heard that many such events are associated with fish. This incident is completely real and happened to me. There have been similar experiences with my father as well, which I heard from him. I will share another episode in the future. Since it is a real story, let me know how you liked it. If anything like this has happened to you, I would love to hear about it. Stay well, stay healthy. Sending lots of love to all of you. Please forgive any mistakes in this post.